Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. It is me, Dr. Donna. Today's Real Leader Brain is all about rankings. And what is the first thought that enters into your amazing brain when you hear rankings? First thing I think about is sports. How are they ranked? Well, when I worked at Frito-Lay, the rankings for all of the different manufacturing facilities, traffic centers, or even distribution centers. Today's definition is this. It's referring to an ordered list or an arrangement of people, things, ideas, or entities based on a specific set of criteria or performance measures. The purpose of rankings is to compare and position items relative to one another, usually from highest to lowest, best to worst, or most to least according to those standards. I'm talking about rankings for yourself. Here's the example that I'll use. When I was in high school, in order to stay at my CTA high school, you had to maintain a 2.0 GPA and not get into any fights or physical altercations. If you did, you'd have to go back to your neighborhood high school. When I went to college on an ROTC scholarship, I had to maintain a 2.5 GPA to keep my scholarship. When I worked on my master's degree, you could only get 2 C's in the program or you were asked to leave. And in my doctorate program, the only grades possible were A, B, pass, or incomplete. So as the degrees or the diplomas elevated, the rankings elevated or got higher, the standard was higher. Set and maintain high standards is one of the 74 principles of real leadership, and in order to do that, you have to know what the lowest is and what the highest is. And at Cass Tech High School, it was 2.0. When I had my scholarship, it was 2.5. In my master's degree program, it was 2 C's and that's it. And in my doctorate, it was A, B, incomplete, or pass, and that was it. So as my standard was raised for my education, the standard and the ranking was raised. The lowest got higher and the highest got even higher. Setting and maintaining high standards in your life is the same exact way. As you continue to become bester and bester and bester and bester, your standards need to be higher. With regards to people, at this point, if you are unaccountable, you don't have access to me. There was a point when you did, but the first thing is the lowest that you can be to have access to me is to be personally accountable on the daily basis. Set and maintain high standards and start ranking everything that you do. Rankings matter.